Up Close and Personal with Jimmy.
Hi, welcome to another podcast. And this time, be human, show humanity. I'm Jimmy, and it's over 29 years I've been with radio. And in this journey of radio, I have experienced amazing stories, amazing heart-to-heart conversations, which have moved my heart. So I thought, what a better way to share it with you right here on this podcast, Up Close and Personal, only on friendsdigital.com. This story goes way back. And I remember one day I got a call from a gentleman of a locality. People were narrating their stories, people were talking about how people were making a difference. Definitely, a lot of calls come on the show. So this gentleman phoned up and said, Jimmy, people talk about a lot of things. People have done a lot of things. But today, I would like to share with you that one simple, unknown person who we could never imagine would do something like that, did something. He showed his true humanity. He was truly what I call a humane person. In that locality, a boy had got into medical. He had passed his medical exams and he had a choice to get into, his medical. But it was very, very expensive. And he was from a middle class family and the family could not afford, the fees. So the entire locality came together and they collected and they used their means, to get donations and collect money for his education. They were falling short at the end of about 18,000 rupees. They still tried because everybody had exhausted all their contacts, all the funds which they had, everything possible. And guess what happened? Suddenly one day, while all this was going on, a beggar in the locality came to the local club with a huge, portal, I would say, as we call it, a huge bundle, of old coins, in an old cloth. I say a huge bundle of coins, wrapped in a piece of old cloth, and came and put it on the table at the local club and said, I have been begging on the streets in this locality for the last 32 years. You all have looked after me. You all have given food. And of course, this money here are my life savings. I hope it can help that child and this money can ensure that he actually goes for his education. And guess what? There were coins valued at over 21,000. And the entire 21,000, without a blink in his eye or without feeling anything, he gave it for that child's education. A beggar begging on the streets had nothing. This is from the heart. And today, thanks to that beggar who managed to give his money, which made out the difference in the funds for the child's education. Today, the child is a doctor. I would say the boy is a doctor. And I would like to take a step further. The boy is a doctor and the beggar is looked after in his locality, but still, he said, I will be what I am and I will not change. When that boy became a doctor, unfortunately in the locality, the beggar had a heart attack. And guess what? The doctor took care of him, revived him, ensured his treatment would be done. A person with no means, having nothing, gave his life savings for the child's education and made a difference. And of course, the child, I would say the boy who became a doctor, took care of the beggar at the right time. There is so much happening in life. We must remember, be human. Show humanity, make a difference to people's lives. And these stories, which are narrated, which are shared with me and I experience, on my journey of radio, it's truly close to my heart. Well, that's it right here on Up Close and Personal. Stay tuned to friendsdigital.com for more podcasts.